Let me take you to one of my favorite Bible verses, Psalm 125. As the mountains surround Jerusalem, so the Lord surrounds His people. We have made that verse the theme of the first field trip on which we take our Bible translators that come to learn the language of the Bible in the land of the Bible, because they have a chance to see for themselves some things that they may not have just so correctly understood based on English translations alone. And when they have a chance to see for themselves the hills around Jerusalem, Mount Scopus to the north, and the Mount of Olives to the east, and the hill where Abraham stood to the south. That's what we would like you, in a preview of that first field trip, to experience now together with me. And the verse that we're taking is from Psalm 125. It's Jerusalem, the mountains around her. Or as it says in King James, as the mountains surround Jerusalem, so the Lord surrounds His people. And you are now seeing that panorama of the mountains around Jerusalem, because you are able to get a glimpse behind me of the Mount of Olives, and where the golden dome is of Mount Moriah, Mount Zion, and between them the Kidron Valley. And just think now where you're coming from. People from Nepal have said, mountains? These aren't even hills. And a student from Chad saying, no, these are mountains, because of coming from a flat edge of the Sahara Desert. We've just come from Mount Scopus to the north of Jerusalem, and now we're standing on the ridge of the Mount of Olives to the east of Jerusalem, and we'll be going to a hill south of Jerusalem where Abraham stood when he first glimpsed Mount Moriah, Mount Zion as it was later called, which you can see behind me, the golden dome picking out the location of Mount Moriah. But why do I love to come to this place and bring you students to this place? Because you are looking at the most significant panoramic view in the whole world, the most history-packed panoramic view. Events have taken place within view of what you are seeing, which have impacted the world like no other events. It's just not far below us where Gethsemane is located, where the high priests came to take Jesus in the middle of the night because the people loved Jesus so much they were scared to take Him in the daytime. They hated Him because He exposed their corruption. But not only is Gethsemane located here, we can also see where Jesus was teaching on the Temple Mount. We can see not far away where He was crucified and buried in a tomb nearby, and we're standing on the ridge of Mount of Olives where He ascended, and where the message was, you men of Galilee, why do you stand looking up? This same Jesus is coming back in like manner. And so it's with full conviction that I'm saying this is the most history-packed panoramic view in the whole world. Let me give a challenge to you Bible translators, because between us and Mount Moriah with the golden dome is the Kidron Valley, as King James called it. And one of our Bible translators said, oh no, he was from the Himalayas. He said, I thought it was from one mountain range to another, and I used a word that would make it 50 kilometers from the Mount of Olives to Mount Moriah. So now that you're seeing that it's only about a kilometer, which word would you use for this kind of valley? And then we read in the fourth verse, on the third day, Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the place from afar. And so we're standing where Abraham stood. Perhaps not right here, perhaps a little bit further over, some hundreds of meters. But this ridge, if you're coming from Hebron, in the hills south of Jerusalem, this is the first view that you have of that hill where the Golden Dome is standing now, of Har Moriah. Now that you have personally been enjoying the view from the hills round about Jerusalem, let me challenge you to pray, because we need the travel restrictions to be removed so that our present students who are studying by Zoom from 6 different time zones around the world will, yes, be able to come and not just have a preview of what they're going to do, but to spend a whole month seeing things that they will be needing to translate, so that accurate and natural translations of the Word of God can go into more and more languages.